2 weeks in a row. Look at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Not me. Not me.
Molly
didn't either. It's the Hopeless Fan Podcast. We are drudging along. Is that okay? Is that drudging along in the month of February? It is February 23rd. On a Wednesday, Scotty, Zach, Shelby. How's everyone doing? We're just getting through the months, just trying to pass the time.
I'm doing well, but I have a question I've been kind of sitting on as of 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So, Shelby, you went over to Zach's to record.
Yeah.
And it was at, I want to say, like 6:49.
That's when I went in the house, yeah.
You're in the house, and you text, Zach, I'm in your house. I'm in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You said, I'm on the way. I'm here. I'm in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And, we're in a group DM, so I just figure, either you were talking on the side or you have talked to him about, coming into his house. And Zach's not responding, and I'm like, are you guys, in this... Are you guys on the recording link to start recording? And Shelby's like, I'm in his house. I haven't heard from him. I'm like, what? So, Zach didn't know that Shelby was in his kitchen, which... begs the question, is Zach just not afraid to get murdered?
Well, let me preface it by saying, I have 1,000 things to do this week. Literally 1,000.
I just don't have time to murder Zach. Just do not have the time.
I would make time for that, but I didn't have a reason to yet. But, so I was just working on other shit, thinking just he would be up. His dogs certainly were, as they are now. But, yeah, I don't think Zach's afraid to be murdered because I literally just walked to the side door, opened it, and just sat in the kitchen. Could have made myself a sandwich if I felt like it.
And then just left.
Could have asked Jenna to make you a sandwich if she was here.
All right. Well, we'll get into it, guys. No sports, and it sucks.
Well, there's basketball, but... Right.
But last week when we recorded...
Now I have to listen to Zach go, oh, St. John's +3 didn't hit. Are you kidding me? I was like, I didn't even know they were playing.
Yeah.
All college basketball to me when Zach bets it is St. John's.
he stays in that Big East Atlantic 10 area.
It's just St.
I don't think he bets UCLA a lot. He'll bet Gonzaga a lot. He anytime when I followed your guys' VIP plays, I should have went back and had a VIP update from when I tailed both of you the week before the Super Bowl.
I was recording myself. I definitely I was 2 or 3 over 500.
Because I think I stopped after both of you guys were negative, but you were positive until the last day, and I think you went 1 and 2 or something. But you were over 500, I think, for the whole. But one of the plays you gave me was an over in hockey that was minus 140, so that didn't help with the units, but it looked good on the record.
Yeah. Well, that's what the sharps do. They're like, oh, take this fucking over. It's a sure thing. Put $10,000 on it. It's like, okay, well, I don't have that, but I'll throw...
My favorite thing to do right now is, I've learned my lesson about betting against St. John's. Don't do it. So every time you bet against them, they fucking cover or just win outright. But my new favorite thing is betting.
When is St. John's next game?
Is betting Stony Brook and Florida Gulf Coast. I don't know what it is about those two teams, but maybe they were Cinderella darlings at one point. They had won they were a 12 seed that won, and just that name sticks out in my mind. I'd love to just bet them.
Do you pay attention to last 5 games or players, or is this just a roulette
No, I do. I know Shelby asked me that question.
Let me get to it real quick, and then you explain. I asked him that because during VIP week, and it's for the viewers real quick. The week before the Super Bowl, obviously no football on, except the Pro Bowl. But I just told Zach and Scotty, hey, I'm your VIP client for the week. Give me the plays. I will play each and every one of them. And Zach did the Zach thing I should have expected, which was he gave me 6 picks and was take whatever one you want. It's just I'm the client. I'm you tell me what to do. And a lot of it was just I think Zach had his HBCU week where we just only bet on Arkansas Pine Bluff every week. It was Arkansas Pine Bluff Southern. And then Grambling and then Gonzaga minus 39.
The opposite of an HBCU.
Yeah, exactly. It was 2 HBCU schools and then Gonzaga minus 20 at 10 o'clock at night. I'm just okay. But I was I asked Zach, I was how are you picking these? And I mean, you kind of gave a pretty decent answer.
Yeah, so what I do is I look at this point of like late January or early February, they're well into conference play. So you just look at common opponents, road performance versus home performance. And it actually worked out really well for me like the week before, because the week before Shelby had come on, like my units were up, but they were brought down by my like emotional hedges with Dayton and Kentucky.
Yeah.
Who went on really good tears at the end of January, beginning of February. So that really brought my units down. But my non-emotional hedge plays were actually positive.
Villanova was a tough loss last night.
Oh my God, you have no idea. I'm in the middle of a martingale spiral right now. I have got Duke -4.5 at Virginia tonight. So
I see people so apparently Saturday mornings or Saturdays in general for college basketball, there's 300 something games, and I've been wanting to we all need to get together for one of these Saturdays and just gamble all day. And then I realized there's only one of those days left, and I'm out of town this weekend, so it doesn't even work. But I feel bad because a lot of people, a lot of college basketball guys on Twitter I follow are just can you believe the people who don't watch the sport until March? This is crazy. And I just can't get into it at all.
Really?
Until March. Yeah, I know. But I'm just I know nothing about these teams.
Yeah, but that's the fun in it. Just you pick one, you just got to be willing to risk the $10, and you pick one, and then all of a sudden you're invested for the whole game. My brother was betting $100 on Olympic hockey. He's like, you're right. This is kind of more fun when he's like, sports betting or sports are more interesting when you're betting on it. I was like, I told you. He's just up late watching women's Canada versus USA, rooting for Canada. He's Facebook messaging me at 1:12 a.m. He's like, oh shit.
Fuck. To the sport that we all miss, and that's football. Aaron Rodgers. It didn't take long after the Super Bowl for him to play a little cat and mouse with us. He posts the long message where he thanks his fiance who just broke off their engagement. He tweeted a photo of Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams with him missing in the middle where he usually stands during the anthem. It was from the game he missed COVID in Kansas City. And then he said he went on this 12-day cleanse, which I read somewhere that someone was looking up that specific cleanse he did, which was just you only eat chicken and rice. Or no, not chicken, sorry, no meat. Rice and veggies. And also it involves putting butter up your ass.
Huh.
And also vomiting on purpose. To yeah. So
I'm game.
All in a good weekend.
Show me it.
I mean, that's a Tuesday for me. It's there's not butter up my ass on Tuesday. Something's wrong. But just Aaron Rodgers. I mean, thoughts on that? Yeah, seriously. Thoughts on Rodgers? Just kind of making the offseason about him right away.
Right. Well, I think he kind of addressed it on Pat McAfee's show, I think, where he was like, "This was just this is no way have anything to do with I've not made a decision. I'm retiring. This is just kind of a thank you." And I went through the whole thing where I did MDMA or some shitty one, some spirit trip it seemed or some dumbass thing.
I think
that Aaron
rich
Rodgers
people
would do. I won't get vaccinated, but I'll do all this kind of weird,
people
crazy
that
shit.
rich just get bored. I think.
Right.
And it's when Bezos said he'd only eat shit that he could kill with his own hands. And that lasted 2 days.
Yeah, so now he's dying. He spent 2 days dining on Amazon employees, and now he's this is kind of boring.
and now he's going to space for ever.
Right.
But yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers. He just got bored, and then he had an enlightenment. And when he came back and he made that post, it sounded like a retirement thing. And then suddenly his the odds of him going back to the Packers is now -350. So I think he had a spiritual enlightenment where he was just I get to play the Lions and Bears 4 times and Kirk Cousins twice. Is I'm staying. So I have no idea. Maybe that crushed some dreams for you, Scott.
Shouldn't take the ghost of football future to tell you that it's a good division to stay in.
Crush the dreams. I would have put you see tweets all the time oh, Aaron Rodgers. Some sportsbook have Aaron Rodgers +110 to be the next Broncos quarterback, and I'm
yeah.
I'm dude, for me, that's always been +1,000 or more. Come on. We're not going to land Aaron Rodgers if he's not a free agent through and it doesn't sound like he the management is not looking to get rid of him. They want him badly, and it sounds like everything that I've ever heard about Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, I think this whole fiasco is so annoying, and I tuned into Pat McAfee show reluctantly. I don't just because everyone like on Broncos Twitter is like, oh my god, he's gonna get on here. Is this his decision? I was like, okay, well if he announces a trade, that's of interest to me because then it's actually a possibility if he says he wants to go. But the fact that he spends this offseason, or the fact that like everyone is expecting the Broncos to just miraculously and magically get this 2-time in the last 2 years MVP is ridiculous to me. And I think like Aaron Rodgers is not going to leave Green Bay. It sounds like everything that I've ever heard about him in this offseason has just been like, seems like everything's repaired. I think he either retires or stays. I think it's really easy to say.
It was funny because you could hear Rodgers when he said there's no news today, and McAfee's like, oh. But yeah, that cleanse therapeutic vomiting or induced vomiting, forced diarrhea to purge the bowel and cleanse blood toxins. Yeah.
Sounds like bulimia to me.
You're not kidding.
He's not purging. Wait, you said that it is purging?
Yeah, he's throwing up.
Yeah, he's
forced vomiting.
Forced vomiting.
That's being bulimic.
Yeah,
right.
weird.
Did you guys see that Troy Aikman might be leaving Fox Sports for?
Oh, stop! That's my stand.
All right,
Dick.
we'll go on. Juwan Howard fight. Zach, you're a college basketball guy by default. Who started the fight? Who's to blame? And should the college basketball ban handshake lines?
Well, I can't believe they're still doing that in a pandemic. Don't they know that there's COVID going around? No, it was just funny to see. I didn't watch the game because I didn't have money on it, but like the videos afterward. Did you see the guy do the fucking crotch chop?
Yeah.
That was legendary. The assistant do the crotch chop. I really don't understand. He's upset about running up the score, I think?
It was Wisconsin called a timeout with 15 seconds left, but the slide end of that is that Michigan was still pressing down double digits with less than a minute left.
Yeah. So you can't. I mean, the Wisconsin was clearly going to win at the end.
Yeah.
And so they got upset that they took a timeout.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's like, well, I mean, they're basically like, it's okay to still try to win when you're losing, but it's not okay to try to seal that win if you're up by a lot.
But it's also like, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like tier 1 wins now where it actually matters how many points you win by.
Right, that's true. Yeah, so, it's called it's like the Q1, Q2, the quad wins.
That's the reason
that Dayton is in that first 4 out is because they had those three Q4 losses at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, the net system, which came into effect I think 6 or 7 years ago, has a really big impact on how you get in. I guess that sort of kind of plays into it too. But the fact that the reason that Juwan Howard wasn't just straight up fired was, I think, the linchpin was it was an open hand. It wasn't a closed fist. He tried to palm that dude's face, and he nearly almost did.
Yeah, it was something though. And it was like a perfect timing too, because it was like first Sunday without football, and they had that like primetime CBS slot Michigan did. Okay, I find a little bit of solace in the Bengals Super Bowl loss that Matt Stafford is a total asshole who ignored that photographer who fell, but the internet is undefeated, and the internet, immediately after Matt Stafford gets dragged for not helping her when she falls and like breaks her spine basically, the internet finds out she has old racist tweets. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, you guys are slipping. So Stafford was
no wait, I did hear before we go, I did hear that one girl who always does those like TikToks about the team press conferences or the team
find her
meetings,
name because I was
like,
gonna do that too.
She's also dug up for some like racist tweets.
What you got to find her name for me. That's your.
I will. I got you.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Stafford was basically guilted in because if you see the videos, Stafford's drunk, his wife's next to him, and the girl just off the stage. You can see her like literally legs go up in the air, fall like her back apparently.
Yeah,
Stafford flips around and he's just like, nope, not check on her, and his wife goes to help her. And so Stafford's guilted into paying all her medical bills, and people dig up racist tweets in the past. Let's read a few highlights of them.
Should Nathan run for this?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm quoting Kelly Smiley, who in 2013 said, "Look at these fucking Asian people screaming Chinese language in the library. Number one, we're in America. Number one,
Jesus.
we're in America. Number two, shut the fuck up in the library. Yeah.
No
in
shot.
2014, she replied to a
That's
guy that said,
awful.
always little N-word. And then she had another tweet that said, almost just got shot in the ghetto because my friend wanted to F with N-words.
Whoops.
Yeah, and then
you're lying.
yeah, and then just a tweet,
It's that
just a
bad?
random tweet that says you are a FAG.
Holy shit.
So, you know, I hate to say it, but the refs calling that holding on Logan Wilson might have just dominoed her career.
Yeah.
Bengals win. This doesn't
yeah.
happen to.
Do you think?
Yeah, really. So she has the Rams to blame.
Yeah.
I think we could try to dig up some. Well, I guess they're kind of too old for tweets.
Annie
but
Agar, by the way.
Okay.
we can dig up some old tweets on the
is
ref
that
that
girl's name?
called pass interference on Logan Wilson.
Yeah, I think it.
I have oh, sorry, go ahead, show.
Oh no, you got Annie's. You got Annie. So Annie Agar or whatever. She always does these like Monday morning Zoom meetings for all the like teams, and she has a jersey of every NFL team, and she makes like jokes at teams' expense. And then in, like the Super Bowl, she said like, "Oh, it was fun to provide coverage for my first Super Bowl on like Eli Apple and stuff like that." And then she said something like last Sunday, first Sunday without watching football, or without football. Now I know how Jaguars feel all year round. And then Jaguars fans dug up racist tweets. Scotty, go ahead.
Yeah, so apparently in 2016, Bleacher Report tweeted, Colin Kaepernick says he'll continue to sit during the anthem until things change. And he goes, I'm so disgusted. This is America, and you stand for the flag that that gave you freedom to play every Sunday. The next one is, every NFL player is currently either one, out 6 to 8 weeks, and for perspective, this is September 17th, 2014. Every NFL player is currently either 1, out for 6 to 8 weeks, 2, out for the year, 3, in jail, 4, suspended, 5, apologizing, or 6, soon to be in jail. In 2013, she goes, Felix,
the best one is actually about baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Felix Hernandez, maybe if you straightened out your hat, you'd be able to see the strike zone better. This is baseball, not the hood. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
the first one is something that like I don't think that's cancelable, especially not in 2016. Like being upset about the flag thing.
Let's just say the photographer's tweets a million times.
Oh,
worse.
for sure.
Terrible. But you know what? You know what's so those 3 tweets.
Those
that
other
I
two
read
were
you,
pretty tough.
What's funny about those 3 tweets was the way it was delivered to her and how it got around, like how it's getting around. It's just like she just tweeted randomly on February 20th. So what is that? This past weekend, and goes, apparently people go out and do things on Sundays. Trying it out. We'll keep you updated. It's her like about to go skiing, and then some guy just replied, "Wow, this is something." It's just those 3 tweets.
She also has this other one. I'm saying 2016. It used to be you couldn't drink the water in Mexico, and the cars were made in Flint, not the other way around.
Oh Jesus.
God. But yeah, it was funny because like she like obviously issued an apology 2 days, so Monday, said, I want to apologize for the insensitive tweets from my past. They were written when I was a teenager and do not reflect who I am today. This is the best part because she says, I have the utmost respect for the athletes and teams I cover, but she just dragged Eli Apple the other day and just dragged the Jaguars. She drags, like that's how she got famous on TikTok, was for dragging people every Monday morning. Oh man, the internet, what a week for the internet.
Yeah. I love this where they photoshopped her at January 6th.
Finally, she bought those like running shoes. Remember those shoes that used to be popular? Those like toed
Bird
shoes?
Bird dogs. Those are
fucking Toms.
No.
Those cloth shoes? Toms?
No, it's just like each individual toe gets its own like slip.
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know if I want to read it out loud. I'm just gonna send you the DM.
Do it.
All right.
No, read it out loud. You're such a pussy.
She just replied to someone and
God.
goes, yeah, those Kenyans can keep their bare feet. I'm sticking to my running shoes. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
After she had just posted a picture of those new shoes that she had bought.
I had seen earlier in the week, I'd seen somebody post a photo, like her profile picture, Photoshop the NFL logo with just the Fox logo. It was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that was Theo Ash had a killer. Theo Ash is actually kind of funny, and I hate it.
You just got to learn to not follow your first instinct with people.
Sure. Okay.
That's okay.
I'm still cool on Albright, but
I don't give a shit what you guys think about Albright. I don't defend Albright.
And then last note before we get to State of Bunk, you guys remember Zion Williamson? What's the deal with that? Where's he at right now? He's eating his way out of the league. Yeah, it appears like Zion. He can't even walk, which is ironic because he eats a lot of crawfish.
crawfish. I think he's just trying to get his get out of. He tried earlier, right? You remember that whole thing with I think it was his dad or something had said something about we want to get out of here.
At least other people like Anthony Davis gave it a few years to win with the Pelicans before getting out. It was the only thing I saw about it was that people were just like Zion weighs 300 pounds. And the Pelicans released something that was he's actually 290. They were like, that's not good still.
Well, he came into the league 285 and was muscly as fuck, so.
I used to I know you don't like Duke. A lot of people don't.
He's fun to watch.
I don't give a shit.
He was fun to watch.
I don't give a shit. But I loved watching him. I thought when his shoe blew out, I thought, oh my god. I thought it was bad at first. I was just like, oh my god, what a way to go out.
Yeah. I was. Dude, even when he made his NBA debut, and he was pushing John Morant for Rookie of the Year, and he only played half the year.
Right. Well, he played that one game where he hit he was 4 threes. He played 15 minutes.
Oh,
he had
dude,
17 points.
I had the over. It was his debut.
I lost the under on his points.
I had the over.
I lost the under on his points because everyone was like, he's out of shape, blah blah blah, and he
13
and
and
he
a half.
didn't do shit. But he got hot from 3. He had 2 points in 3 quarters, then went the fuck off.
Yeah, went off.
That's why I hate the NBA.
And it was 20.
Is that Ben I heard about the Ben Simmons trade. Obviously, I'm like, oh man, I just want to see him play because
right.
dude's mentally where is he at right now?
Markel Fultz-Yip style.
Yeah, and I'm just mentally, where's he at right now? If he has a wide open shot, what's he gonna do? He was passing up dunks last time we see him, and then it's he's weeks away from his Nets debut.
Right.
And I was like, well, what's he been doing all this whole time? He's not in shape to play. That's why I can't stay in the NBA. Same with James Harden with the Sixers. He hasn't made his debut yet. It's why?
I don't know. I think I kind of get it. I mean, it's NBA players go through training camp and shit before they ever play, and Ben Simmons hadn't really done that. You could have you could be playing pickup at the gym, but that doesn't really translate to team style play with within a playbook of whatever they run. I don't know.
No, I get it. He needs to practice, but this whole time during the season is I imagine NBA players training is more intense than playing pickup at the gym. And he would stay in game shape and stay ready. Not the whole thing was that the report that he's weeks away, multiple weeks away, and it was
I thought it was days away. I think
it was for Harden, but not
away.
for
the NBC report was yesterday. It said he's weeks away from his debut with the Nets, and but the same thing with Harden is wasn't he just playing with the Nets not so long ago? It's
right.
How is he not playing with the Sixers yet?
Yeah. He had a quad injury thing that I think that they were it was originally you're oh well he's just
that's a bad trade.
Just trying to find some reason to just sit out of these Nets games until he gets traded at the deadline. But then it comes to find out he missed the All-Star game, passed up that paycheck, and then is missing time further. So it may have actually been something that was actually hindering him.
I think James Harden is one of the worst, most overrated superstars in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it. I don't know the NBA.
I mean, I think he's got a swift shot. He's good at shooting, obviously, but I mean, his whole game is trying to either draw fouls or being a ball.
Yeah, he's Russell Westbrook, but from the three instead of from the inside.
Well, no, I mean he can hit the threes.
Well, I just want Russell Westbrook can't. But what I'm saying is he does what he does what Russell Westbrook does in terms of being a ball hog and not being a guy who can play with other superstars very well, except for when his early years at OKC. Except Russell Westbrook works inside and from the elbow and the paint, and Harden works from outside the three.
The best part about
Harden leaving Houston was a bad decision.
Harden going to Houston was a bad decision.
The best part of the Ben Simmons saga of last year was in game. I don't know if you know this, but Game 7 was the game where he had a wide open dunk, passed it off to his teammate. You've all seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. with down 4 within
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like
he
a
could
minute and a
have
half
dunked it
left or
easily. But like before the game, he tried to tell people he was with the like masseuse for the team who had COVID and that he was a close contact and couldn't play. And everyone was just like, she hasn't been in the building in like a week. Like, and he was like making up lies to like get out of playing in
This
the
is
game.
in the Hawks series, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was before Game
fuck?
7. He was trying to say
remember that.
he was a close contact or like had COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just nuts. All right, stand of the week. Scotty, since you're teased, go ahead.
Yeah. So new Monday Night Football crew, because Troy Aikman could be leaving Fox Sports, so no more Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. But I'll honestly sign up for Al Michaels and Troy Aikman on Monday Night Football. That's a better cast than we've seen on Monday Night Football since John Madden.
John Madden did
Wait,
Monday Night
John Madden
Football.
didn't do it.
Wait, so is Al Michaels
He also did
leaving Sunday Night Football?
though. When did he switch?
Oh, okay.
That was that was always teased, like even during the Super Bowl. They're like that this is possibly their last
Gotcha.
time ever.
So it's gonna be Chris
ever
Collinsworth
teaming
and
Chris
Troy
Collinsworth
Aikman?
and Al Michaels, and they
No,
even teased it
because
together
Aikman
too.
going to Monday Night, possibly with Al Michaels.
With Al Michaels.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it'd be Chris Collinsworth with
Yeah.
someone else, Mike
with
Tirico,
Al
Sunday
Michaels.
night.
Oh God.
I like Mike
Mike
Tirico. He's a
Tirico,
creep.
yeah,
but
which
I
I
like
love
Mike
Mike
I don't
Tirico.
like Mike Tirico.
I don't like Collinsworth.
He's a creep. Yeah, he is a creep. I love Mike Tirico. I don't like.
See,
Al Michaels
I love Al
anymore.
Michaels. I don't
Just-
know.
I'm
I think he's
just
got
bored
the
of him on
voice. I
Sunday
don't know.
night.
I miss Bob Costas.
He just doesn't have exciting. He's like, it's a 40.
Why did
Man.
Bob Costas?
Like, I don't know. I just
The
don't
pink
like
guy
Al
at the-
Michaels' voice.
at
The Beijing
at
Olympics.
the
Well, he left
Olympics,
NBC Sports for MLB Network. He got a bag at MLB Network, I think.
That's weird.
Okay, my stand of the week. I went to Columbus for a wrestling tournament, and while I was there's a restaurant called Swenson's. Scotty, have you had it in Columbus? There's one location.
Yeah. Wait.
Are
you sure
There's
there's
only
only one?
No, I'm not sure. I think there's actually 2 or 3. Yeah.
there's
So it was like
multiple.
it's a
Yeah.
Canton Akron
Yeah, I got it.
restaurant.
It's good.
Zach, have you ever heard of it?
Swenson's?
Yeah, it's a Canton Akron area restaurant that's making its way down here.
Okay.
And it's like a drive-in, and so you drive up, you put your
really
lights
good.
on if you need service. The funny part is that like the servers run to your car.
Oh, it's like Sonic, except
Sonic
good
instead of-
service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like roller skates,
Like Quaker Steak and Lube. You ever been
instead
there?
of skates, they have to run to your car. So it's kind of funny.
Okay.
But there's one in Cincinnati now.
Like a tennis ball girl.
Exactly. There's one in Cincinnati now. I got my comfort food Monday after the Bengals lost the Super Bowl. It was like it hit. But I had something that sounds gross, but it changed my life. That's a grape milkshake.
Ooh.
It was that good. I had heard about it. It had been recommended to me. Grape milkshake, stand of the week. Couldn't recommend it more. Zach.
Okay. My stand of the week is the U.S. government. And I'll tell you why.
Shocker.
I know, right? Usually you'd think maybe not so much. So we filed our taxes on Thursday. Okay? Like sent it off Thursday
This has
night.
nothing to do-
yeah, no,
with
nothing to do with
Ukraine plus 600 on the money line.
Right. So
Okay, got it.
so we
I mean, you see their past 5 previous matchups. I don't know. Zach might bet that.
common opponents.
Very brave 25-year-old. Very brave 25-year-old flying on plane all by himself. That's my Onion headline. I'll sprinkle in a few more. Go
All
ahead.
right. So Molly, shut up.
No, you don't have to.
Okay. So so we filed our tax Thursday night. Like we sent it off at like 9:00 at night. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you have one more business day Friday. They accepted the return Thursday night. Like I got an email
I
saying
was wondering why you were betting so
the
much.
federal government has accepted your whatever. The IRS accepted your.
I can't wait to
return.
fucking
I know.
waste this.
And then obviously Friday happens. That's a business day. And then you have Saturday, Sunday. Monday's a federal holiday.
Yeah.
It's
Business,
Was-
as in it's all.
my
business
return
with my
was pending
fucking
in my
bachelor,
account
baby.
today.
Pretty
The
nice.
federal one. The state one isn't in there yet, but again, that usually takes a little bit
You
longer.
gotta
Anyways.
file early, and I always say, like, I've gotten gobs
Yeah.
of emails like file early,
Right.
and I'm just like, ugh, come on. Bengals are slow. I was like, I'm like a last week guy. I don't care when I get it.
Yeah. I'm like last
I
day.
file it, then I go out for St. Patty's Day.
Joe Burrow may struggle behind a shaky offensive line, so look for the Bengals to create opportunities for Burrow by having him start play in front of it. Oh, that's great. All right, Scotty or Zach, that was your stand. Scotty, your bunk.
Just my bunk is this period in between after football and before NFL free agency. It's like,
Yeah.
why can't they just start it? Like, I guess, everyone else is already thinking about it. Like, Aaron Rodgers and, like, the Broncos quarterback situation and, like, all the free agents for every team. I just need some breaking news for football. Just keep it going. Now I have to, start loving USFL, even though that doesn't even start until after.
I'm going to probably be all in on the USFL, to be honest.
Like you were all in on the AFL and the XXL and the...
Well, the XFL just didn't happen because COVID hit right before their season.
XFL happened.
Are we sure?
Its first season did.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Second season didn't.
Right.
But I will... AAF, our team won the title. What are you talking about?
There was not a title played.
I know, but technically we won the title.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Apollo...
tell me how many games you watched.
like 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I'm all in.
I was all in. I was crushed when the tournament was canceled.
Dude, that probably hurt more than like Dayton when COVID hit before March Madness.
You guys remember our worst things in the world bracket?
Oh,
64
Yeah.
worst things in the world.
where we had to keep coming
You know
up
what
with
I
different
say?
stuff.
Yeah, fighting the Civil War.
That was so good.
That was good.
But then you had to come up with stuff to make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kept adding
Like
the
in the next
stuff,
round.
and it was like, I don't know, either one sucks.
It's kind of the
It's
point.
like go to hell. You spend your entire life in hell, but like it's kind of okay.
Yeah.
And then it's just like it's not actually okay. There's like some weird shit. No, I always tell people that like our podcast, like you would think that during COVID our podcast would just stop happening because I mean like there's no sports. Like what do you get on here? What do you
Yeah.
talk about? There's nothing to talk about besides like sports are canceled. This is crazy. But I think our podcast like low-key got so much better during that time because of how creative we had.
I think we all had to prepare for it.
All those games were so much fun that we played. It was like literally the best time.
Okay.
our podcast.
My bunk of the week, besides my sports media blackout, which is still going on for the most part, was that like we had like 2 days in Ohio this week where it was like shorts weather, and I just kind of woke up and forgot I lived in Ohio and just assumed it'd be like another shorts day, and so I got caught wearing shorts and it was like 31 out
This morning was
this
tough.
morning, and like
That wind
when
was-
I went to the store today and in shorts and everyone's in like winter coats and I just felt like an absolute dumbass.
You're like one of those
I
guys
hate
that's
being
like,
that guy.
I don't
I
feel
know
the
that
cold.
guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I hate those guys. They're just like they wear shorts no matter what, and they're just like, I don't feel it, whatever. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be that guy. I'm just a dumbass. Like,
Now
Yeah, I
everyone
know.
thinks of you like that. You can't even show your face at that
I still
grocery
will.
store anymore.
All right, Zach, get a bunk.
Mine is the Purple Mattress Company. So we just bought a new mattress, and we ordered one online. The brand Purple. I don't know if you've ever heard
I've
of
heard
it,
of it.
but yeah. So we bought a purple mattress. We went to Macy's to
Spending
try it
that
out.
tax return early.
I know. we went to Macy's and actually tried them out during COVID, which I thought was a bad idea. But you know what? It was Jenna's idea. So.
Oh my god.
What you doing there? What do we got here going here?
I'm watching porn.
So we tried it out. We ordered it, and then it's shipping from Groveport, which is like south of Columbus. Okay,
I'm following.
Ohio. Yeah. So, and it said it shipped yesterday, and then it says it's not to be here till Monday.
What are they doing the whole time?
I know. Are they just putting it outside and hoping the wind will blow it to my house? I don't know why it's going to take that long, a whole week to get from Groveport to here, but I don't know.
Wouldn't it be funny if you got a notification it's like it's on your road and then it was just like being carried by the wind, like just tumbling down the street? Okay, we'll get into our snake trapped. Real quick, did you guys watch that Sean Payton movie? Of course not.
I did.
You didn't remind me.
I gotta remind everyone. Did you
did.
watch it, Scotty?
I watched it.
Nice.
Yeah,
we'll
Kevin
get into
James
it.
is in there, and like,
We'll get into it when Zach
Versus-
watches it this week.
Do you want to know?
You didn't watch it, you fucking liar.
Do you?
I don't know how I didn't spot that bullshit earlier.
He's full of shit. Do you want to know the results of last week before we get into?
Real quick, Scotty, how are you on Love Is Blind?
oh fuck yeah,
Yeah,
that's my answer. I think I'm either 4 or 5 episodes in.
okay. Yeah, season 2. Season finale comes
Where
out
are you?
Friday night. I'm caught up.
Oh bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like after, like, you know, they just got, like, I just watched one episode with them at home, I think.
Yeah.
Or they just got home.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode. So, like, does it get better, or am I already over the hump of, like, what's good?
No, it stays pretty good.
Okay, cool.
I keep trying to
drama.
tell my girlfriend this. I'll tell you the same. If you like Love Is Blind, like, you would love 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I know.
Because, like,
I don't know.
and they just, like, they give you, like, hour and a half long episodes. And also, there's, like, they like, go over to foreign countries, and they have, like, no filter over there. So they'll just be, like, talking to the people, like, the producers of 90 Day Fiance. They'll just be, like, or they'll be talking to their fiance straight face to face, and they're like, well, you can't wear that because you're fat. And they're just like, what did I say? Like, what did I say? And, or...
It reminds me of that, like, it also reminds me of that show, like, I literally, like, after, now that the pods are done, you know, they, like, talk in pods.
Yeah.
Like, that concept alone is, like, because they get to choose, like, who they marry before, like, the only catch is, like, they don't really see them. But now it doesn't, now that they do see them, it doesn't feel like that ever mattered.
Right, it's like,
but,
oh,
like,
thank God,
it
everyone's
kinda reminds me-
everyone's moderately attractive.
Right, there's no, like, oh, I'm not attracted.
They had 2 token, like, oversized or plus-sized women on there that didn't get picked, and a plus-sized guy.
Right. Right.
But
Score one for the big guys.
Because I feel like you can tell from the, like, maybe some of them can tell by the voice, but
hi.
also, it reminds me. Seriously, though.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of that show. Have you ever seen Married at First Sight?
Yes, maybe a little bit of it.
It's ridiculous. It's like they, like, literally meet at the.
Oh, we should have our own show. Just like keep making it extreme, like having a kid at first sight. Like they have to get pregnant the second they meet each other. Or like
They have to like, or oh, okay. So they have to like fuck and like be a baby, not like here's an adopted child.
right.
here.
turning into Handmaid's Tale.
yeah, or like there's
Handsmaid
or
Tale?
like have to help their parents move out of their house at first sight. And it's like
Have to move their parents into a nursing home at first sight.
yeah, like we could get this a lot. Like, there's
Well,
a
it's
lot
like
of
that show. Have you seen that adult adoption show?
No.
Where the people like they're like, I'm being adult adopted by these. I know you're my actual mom and dad, but these other people are adult adopting me. So
Oh my
you're
God.
not my mom anymore, and you're not going to
That's
be the
some-
grandparent
yeah.
of this my kid anymore. It's like just creating drama for no reason.
Yeah, like wife wants to talk about having another kid during your busiest work week of the year at first sight.
We're just gonna end up creating a show that's already happened, like wife swap.
Yeah, we might have just
switching
had
wives at
a
first
break.
sight.
We just might have had a breakthrough. Last thing on Love Is Blind is
I'm on the phone
Zach,
with TLC.
Zach, the best is this guy named Shake, who
Dude, fuck that guy.
Yeah, where he in the pod you can't see him. He's like, I like a girl that works out. Do you work out? And he's just like, do you like going to concerts? Because he DJs on the side.
Was it like this garbage truck of a woman?
Yeah, I don't know which one he said it to,
Oh, okay.
but and then another girl where he's like, I like going to concerts. It's like I love lifting girls on my shoulders. Could I lift you on my shoulders? It's so
Could a
funny.
rowboat support you?
Yeah, he ends up. Yeah,
right.
he ends up engaged though.
Literally.
So
Okay.
all right, snake draft. This is.
Do we want to know? How
Oh yeah, sorry.
Somehow.
This
You
is.
lucked in.
These are the
You
results.
lucked into it.
These are the
Yeah.
results of the love song snake draft from
So
last week.
Jenna didn't give a reasoning,
That sucks.
unfortunately. But so person one was Scotty.
Yes.
Person two was Shelby.
Yes.
And person three was me.
Yes.
And she said that person one came in last place.
I wasn't surprised with that.
Okay. And the person that came in second place was person three. So Shelby
Hell
wins.
yeah, Jenna.
Our song was on there and she didn't pick mine. I thought that was dead lock. But nope.
Well, I might have.
Tell Jenna
Did
she
a-
can rot in hell.
I did a reverse on her because I texted her what her wedding song was. Remember?
I know. I told her that I ended up picking.
Oh, okay. So maybe she would. I thought maybe she was trying to pick yours, but I'll take it. Season 2 of the Snake Draft. I'll take the first win. All right, Hangover Draft. You're drafting 1 drink, 1 food, 1 hangover cure, 1 mindless show that you watch while hungover, and 1 worst obligation, like thing you have to do while hungover. All right, the draft order is Zach, you have the first pick. Scotty, you're second. I'm third.
Okay. We can start with any, right?
Yeah.
Any category? Yeah. Okay. Mine is going to be Ready or Cure.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to be Hair of the Dog.
Ooh.
More alcohol.
Okay. That does not work for me.
It doesn't?
I'm surprised it works for you. And that's a good point. I need to clarify.
Like a Bloody Mary or Screwdriver.
Yeah.
It depends on, it depends on the kind of hangover.
Yeah.
Like if it's the one where you got a pounding headache and you feel like absolute dog shit, it's not going to work. The one where you're just kind of foggy a little bit, it kind of greases the gears a little bit and kind of smooths everything out until it goes away.
Let's just say what we're doing now, discussing your pick, is what we should do for each pick.
Yeah.
Instead of like the love songs where we were just like naming them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Hair of the Dog. That's good. Yeah, like in college when I'd go out Friday night and try to go out Saturday night, it was like Friday night, go out, get belligerent, blacked out. Mm-hmm. Next morning, or like
I'm out of here.
Like the next day, I tried to party and like it just like wouldn't go down for me. Like I just never wouldn't even get a buzz. Basically,
tough
most of the time.
In college is when I was able to do that. Now it's just like don't fucking talk to me for 3 days.
Ooh, is that a drink or a cure, Zach? Because you're drinking alcohol. I'll take it as a cure.
Yeah.
It's a cure.
Because there's other types of drinks that you drink if you're trying to stave off the...
All right, your cure's out of the way. Scotty, your first pick.
I'm going to take a drink. It's going to be yellow Gatorade.
Oh, okay.
That just takes Gatorade off the board, right?
See, that's what we need to discuss.
Yeah,
is
that's
that
fair.
Does it take Gatorade
I
off
think
the?
So.
Okay,
the classification makes sense
unless you guys have blue and red.
I was gonna. I would
have it.
Blue and red is a workout Gatorade. Purple and yellow, in my opinion, is a hangover.
I was gonna. Gatorade was gonna be my first pick or second pick, whatever.
Right.
I was gonna say we need a ruling of which one you would pick. I would have picked purple. But I think that takes Gatorade off the board entirely.
Yeah.
But do you guys agree? Like red and blue, I think
it's a little preference, but both of.
Would you guys agree that red and blue is an exercise, and then the yellow and purple is more hangover?
I would drink blue during hangover.
Okay.
I don't really mess with red that much.
I don't either.
I just love purple.
Yeah, purple's my favorite.
Dude, red is good because it's the most sugar, but like red is the best if you've like been working out or like after like basketball. If I wake up and I'm like so thirsty or something, or if I like had been smoking pot, then it's like the blue Gatorade hits. Every flavor has a meaning. And Gatorade just needs to dive deep into each flavor and on commercials to be like, are you fucking stoned? Well, we got the blue Gatorade for you. Are you hungover?
Yeah. No, that's a fantastic fit. Like a yellow Gatorade and like a couple aspirin, like right when you wake up, because you usually wake up and you're just like, oh my god, I want to drink whatever's in sight. Yeah. I'm not going to give away any picks, but yeah, great pick, Scotty.
Drink out of the toilet.
Great pick, Scotty. I'm going to go with the worst obligation, and that is a long drive.
Ooh.
After being hungover.
Yeah, not even on my... That one's a good one. I forgot that's not on my list.
That I've run into about 1 million times. You go visit Scotty.
Yes.
Last March Madness.
Yes.
Sunday morning after Zach had to basically nurse me back to health. I was puking everything, and then you I always say like the drive to Scotty's is not bad at all. It's like an hour and change, and it's just straight. But when you're dead the night before, it's
the drive home is like driving to Atlanta.
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah, or like. Even
that's why I always plan to do like longer. Like I stay on Sundays at your house and come on Saturday nights because it's like.
To me though, it's almost like gotta get it out of the way. You can sleep as soon as you get home. Mm-hmm. But like same thing like Scotty and I had in college where we went to Panama twice for spring break. Last night of the trip, let's drink all the alcohol. We can't take it. You're not supposed to take it back with you.
Right.
And then the next morning, it's 94 degrees. You're moving out of the condo in Panama. All these other schools are coming in for the start of their spring break, and you're just driving back from Florida to Athens, Ohio. Oh God. Fuck. Long drive. My worst obligation.
We snake it back.
And then we'll go with a TV show, It's just always on. It's there. It's background filler. We're going Pawn Stars.
Ooh, I
Pawn
love
Stars.
Pawn
And it's
Stars.
also like Pawn Stars is a good one where it's like, oh, I'm hungover, but I'm also learning about a little history while I'm doing it. And they tease you about which expert's coming in right as you're like barely alive, and you're like, well, I gotta hang in there until the end of this commercial break. So Pawn Stars is gonna be my TV show. You guys fuck with Pawn Stars?
I love Pawn Stars. I love it so much.
I'm a story.
Giving away picks. Giving away picks. Shame.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I wasn't. That
You guys
off
gonna
my
pick
big board.
It's on my list, but I mean, I obviously can't take it now. My TV show's done. All right.
Scotty?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with food. And I'm just gonna say any can I put a category here?
Here's the
You can't say breakfast.
Okay, real quick, because you're the first person to get to food. If it's like a fast food place, you got to give your order from that fast food place.
Yeah. And
So-
you can't just say breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Then I got another one. Okay. I'll say good old Cane's chicken. When I'm hungover, because it's like, Cane's chicken. It's like obviously anything but the sandwich. It's one fucking
three finger?
combo.
Well,
You
there's
can't,
the-
You know, shut the fuck up. 3-finger or box combo. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
One's got more, but yeah.
Okay.
It's the
box
same food.
Jesus
I
Christ.
know.
I mean, it soaks
would
up
do the
all the
same thing to me.
alcohol, and I hate myself, but it's in the moment you just want that shit so bad.
Scotty, this was off my board, but it is a smoke show of a first round pick. It is
Thank you.
absolutely true. They're like, you're already feeling like shit, so it's like, why not eat like shit? Let me get all this grease to soak it up. This is a slam dunk. Very good. Cane's just fucks in general. God damn.
Yeah, it really does.
All right.
I feel like I have to do something to earn Cane's nowadays.
Oh, very true. Like there is not a random Wednesday where I'm just going, I'll get Cane's tonight. No, I gotta have a long.
Yeah, fuck.
I have a long day of
Yeah.
work. Like I've earned this.
Yeah, like I didn't eat lunch, or I've worked out 3 straight days, and I haven't eaten anything bad, and now I can finally have.
Yeah, twice in the year of 2022, I've left Planet Fitness and got Cane's. Sweaty. It was just like, well, it's like,
Do you think they put Cane's close to Planet Fitness on purpose?
yeah. Well, it's like across the street, kind of. I go out of my way.
Right.
All right, Zach, you got 2 picks. Good one, Scott.
All right.
E.
Obligations. I want to go with a children's birthday party.
Ooh, not on my list, but a good one.
So there's probably, I mean, unless you go into a fucking degenerates, there's not going to be, drinks there. Which even if you're hungover, it may not even sound great. But
I like to call this a "look how cute my kid is" party.
Yeah.
Because like I've been at kids' parties before where they're just like, moms are in the living room, the TV's not on, and just their kids are running around in front of them, and they're talking to other moms about their kids.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then that's my obligation. Because you're there and like they're screaming, which
Yeah.
is not good. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's always the sun is out and there are no clouds at a kid's
Yeah.
birthday party.
Yeah.
So it's like bright as shit, and
The worst.
and there's never any good food there because the kids they eat fucking corn dogs and like those little, or like whatever they give the little
Dino
kids.
chicken nuggets.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna follow up with a drink. It's gonna be Pedialyte.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have picked Gatorade.
Yeah, that's
I was
good.
about to pick Powerade, but I felt like that's too close.
What
I
flavor?
go with the mixed fruit orange one. That's mine. Just my personal. I know a lot of people are partial to blue Pedialyte, but
Bought some Pedialyte popsicles once.
oh,
Pretty nice.
that might could that help you actually put it on your forehead and then
I just ate the fucking thing. I deep throated it. Oh, Pedialyte's good. There's like Gatorade Pedialyte now.
that's like emergency. That's when you're like up on death's fucking doorstep.
Really?
Because they give Pedialyte to like children who are sick. So if you're like about to fucking die, then you drink the Pedialyte,
Yeah.
the Gatorade.
I wish I knew how to do like IVs.
Oh yeah, like liquid IV
Or a
would
banana
be
bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's a good pick. Scotty.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Cure. I'm gonna go with heroin. No, just kidding. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with
Hair of the dog, the
mindless
whole
show.
fucking skin.
What'd you say?
Mindless show.
I'm gonna go with a mindless show. I sometimes when you're hungover, I just need something on in the background, but I can't I don't need anything that's like
I don't need to follow
I
a
need to
plot.
pay attention
Right.
to. Right, I can't do it. So I'm just gonna go with something that I've seen and most people have seen, and I know Zach has fucking seen it.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Office.
Yeah, I was shocked in a 5-round draft. Zach didn't get this out of the way.
Me too.
Because there's so many
me
good
too.
options.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just gonna lay down and just listen to it's always on a channel. I'll just throw on YouTube TV, and I'll just throw and The Office will be on. I can't pay attention to it. I just need something on in the background to to drown out.
I was just thinking of a worse thing to watch on TV, like a movie, so you have to follow the plot, and it's like Inception.
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, like Little House on the Prairie.
Fuck that.
That's a good pick.
One time the Truman Show was on when I was hungover. I wanted to die. I was like, this sucks.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie, but it's
a good movie.
But I've seen it a million times, so I know what happens.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But now it's just anytime I think about that show or that movie, I just want to throw up.
Yeah, I think there's one other obvious TV show, maybe two. Mm-hmm. All right, I got back-to-back picks. Let's go with a drink. I'll go McDonald's Sprite.
Oh wow.
I love Sprite. The bubbles.
Yeah.
If I'm hungover, I'm not.
If you got nausea, settles your stomach.
Yeah, and I'm not like a huge soda guy. I drink mostly coffee and Powerade.
He used to be a Diet Coke fiend.
I was a Diet Coke guy for 2 months straight because of that pug guy on TikTok who does the bourgine. I got my DC like a gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the meals.
Or Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but McDonald's, a Sprite, crispy ass Sprite, right as you wait, it's good.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that McDonald's, just like their Coke, their Sprite is it's a fucking hand grenade in a that clear. If it comes in that clear, not just the regular cup, but that clear see-through one, it's flames.
And then,
no, I want it in styrofoam.
Well, yeah, if they still do styrofoam, most places don't do styrofoam because the environment or some stupid shit like that.
And then my next cure would be smoking weed.
Yeah, okay.
Smoking weed hungover.
Yep.
Or
just eating a gummy.
Eating a gummy.
Just getting high
Delta
in
8
general.
gummy. Yeah, just getting high. I mean, gives you the munchies. You're already usually I have the munchies anyway so I don't usually eat a lot when I go out, and I'm just need something to soak it up. But yeah, getting high and trading one thing for another, and kind of makes you forget about your hangover for a sec. I like it.
Yeah, Picasso. I like it. Is it? It's my turn. No, it's my turn.
It's
right?
Scotty's. It's snaked.
Oh, that's right. The snake. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a cure. It's gonna go Tylenol.
I think ibuprofen, Tylenol, aspirin all falls under that.
Yeah, I didn't even put medicines on
really?
the cure list. I had some of it.
That's your first line of defense.
I mean, it's
I thought it was too obvious.
It's like when you wait.
We'll get an honorable.
Yeah. There's nothing better to me when I wake up and I don't have the full hangover yet.
You're still
a little drunk. But because of that, I know that shit's about to hit. So if you get to the bathroom and you can pop say normally you pop 2 Tylenol, you pop 4, you double up, and then you wake up not as bad. It's oh, thank God I did that shit.
Yeah.
Man. You chug a water, you just pop 4 Tylenol, and you wake up a little bit better. Than you almost prevent.
Your hangover goes from probably was going to be a 9 out of 10 to 6.5.
Yeah.
It's not going to completely do it, but then there's nothing. I've had plenty of college brunches with friends, wake up still a little drunk and you're energetic and chipper at breakfast, and then get home from breakfast you're just oh my God.
Yeah. That's the thing too.
I have a paper due tomorrow. God.
When you take that Tylenol, it's you can feel especially if you get ahead of it, and then you're up for 4 hours and you're oh, I feel okay, it feels fine, and then it's you feel it start creeping, you're oh fuck, that's what the Tylenol was hiding.
Yeah.
It's
it's even better when you have extra strength Tylenol planned ahead of time, because then you're drinking and you're it's okay, I already have the pills next to my bed.
I just bought me 2 extra little drinkies.
Yeah. All right, Zach, double it up to finish your draft.
All right, I'm gonna go with my food. And that's going to be biscuits and gravy. like a sausage gravy, like a white sausage gravy.
Yeah.
And
No, you only get biscuits or gravy. You don't get biscuits.
I usually, if I'm here, I'll either get it from Bob Evans or from B&B. They're really good.
I need to try that.
I love. Well, the other thing that I really like is that it was a little too specific, but the B&B breakfast burrito has like sausage, egg, cheese, and there's my AirPod. Sausage, egg, cheese, and nice throw. It has gravy in the burrito.
Oh, okay.
It has gravy in the burrito, which is something that Chick-fil-A also has
Inside
inside the house. So. Yeah, and then I will follow it up with my show, which is Always Sunny. I've seen it so many times. It's a show about a bunch of drunk people that I've seen a million times.
It's kind of in the Office category.
Right.
Yeah. So, good way to finish off the draft. Scotty, you have a...
an obligation. And for some reason, this has happened twice to me. 2 or 3 times, actually, where it's just like the night before I move, I get really drunk. So moving after you drink is the worst obligation you have because you have to be out of your apartment that day. And you have to be in your new one, right? So, like, it literally happened because once was after Nathan's wedding.
Yeah.
Where we moved into Oakley. One was I went out for some reason just to hang out with friends, like, in the neighborhood at our place in Oakley before I had to move to Columbus.
Yeah, well, no, like, because I left early because I had to be in Columbus for work. I left early while you guys were drinking. Because I left the bar where you guys were at. The Raptors were playing the Warriors.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Real cliff notes of Scotty and I moving. We had a bar maybe 20 yards from our house.
The place with the wings or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
We had a bar about 20 yards from our house. It was called Flying Pig. It was like only like kind of like diehards go there a lot.
Yeah.
And then like the weekend we moved out was when they reopened their like refurbished back where it had like TVs and ping pong and pool. Like before it was just like a hole in the wall, you could barely sit in there. It was kind of cramped. And then they opened they remodeled and had the ping pong tables and pool tables and TVs in the back room.
And all the beer was just like warm, or flat. Like it was just like one of those big holes.
We didn't utilize that bar enough. It's one of my bigger regrets.
I did. I went there for March Madness and just
I did
myself.
too. Oh, I wasn't there.
I don't know why I did that.
You've got nice
anyway,
bars right by where you live now. I really like those 2 bars we went to last time. You didn't like those 2? The first one we went to.
Remember the guy was an asshole?
Oh well, yeah.
I like the bar.
Yeah, I like that bar.
All right.
I was also drunk for some reason the day I moved in with Doug. Or the day before I moved in. I don't know what it is the night before because it's always on the weekend and I'm always out with friends the night before or something.
And it's not like you're already packed up and ready. You got shit that did.
Oh, dude. Right. So I was like, I have to rely on friends, but moving sucks when you're hungover. It's not fun.
Yeah, the next time we move, we're hiring a crew. There's no fucking way I'm moving myself ever again.
I'll finish off the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. Kind of ties into Scotty's pick a little bit, but I'll just say this has to be with the meal I eat. It's just French fries. Just greasy French fries. If I go to McDonald's, now we can give away picks, obviously. But I was gonna say a McDonald's breakfast, like a McDonald's McGriddle or a sausage biscuit.
A good home remedy that I like is making. I used to do this all the time.
I know what you're gonna say.
The burger with the egg.
I do not like eggs when I'm hungover.
Really?
At all.
Interesting.
At all. But I always gotta have French fries, something greasy that it just hits the spot, and
bacon's a good one. I think bacon's good.
I do like pizza. I like pizza.
Yeah.
I like pizza at any time.
Chinese food, leftover Chinese,
Italian sub.
Dude, leftover Chinese sucks. What are you talking about?
That's fine. I mean,
it's one of the worst foods you can have.
Some drinks. How about water?
Yeah.
Didn't get drafted.
The other one that I had was EmergenC.
Yeah.
Yeah. EmergenC is literally stem cell research. It's it's how did they do this?
Fucking baby embryos in this shit.
It's seriously, it's just how the fuck did they do this?
Yeah.
It's how is this only $1?
Right.
And why don't I stock up? Why do I only buy it when I need it?
Another honorable mention for obligations, which I guess I never really dealt with in my own personal experience, but it sounds like it'd be fucking awful. Be church.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
I stopped going to church before I started drinking, so it never really something I ran into myself. But just thinking back to that experience, but if I was hungover, that would, and if you still believe in that shit, then they'd be like guilting you for, you'd feel guilty for.
I'm sure we might have to get
debauchery.
Nathan's input on that.
Yeah. Well, they drink at church. They have the wine or with communion. And then like a dry wedding. If you had to go to a dry wedding the next day, like evening, you're still like. You get to like 5 or 6 o'clock when weddings start. If you were drunk the night before, then you get there, and then maybe they're
pretty good by then, though. Pretty over the hangover.
Yeah, and then like work is obviously a tough one. I was
gonna say work
and school.
Yeah. So work and I'll get into worst obligations. Is that like how many times like Sunday during college I had homework to do. Hungover, and then like work, I remember like being just belligerently blacked out, and then umpiring the next day in like full gear in like the 95-degree heat behind the plate, 3 games in a row, just kill me. Also, when I was in high school, I landscaped in the summer, and that was like when I first started drinking. If you do yard work and it's like 95 out the next day after while you're hungover,
literal death.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. Yeah. Also had talking to your parents.
Oh yeah. Working out, I would imagine, would fall in that category. I mean, that's a choice that you make, but if you're, another cure that I had that was on this was like a long hot shower.
Yeah, that's what I was going for with cures. Like I had swimming, hot tub.
Yeah.
What about Adderall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on my list. I also had a mindless show, or maybe this would fall under a cure, I don't know, but just like, you guys ever scroll TikTok?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you would have said that for mindless show, I probably would have accepted it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we all picked an actual show.
The other shows I had was How I Met Your Mother and Parks and Rec.
I had How I Met Your Mother, Law and Order.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Family Guy's a good one.
And Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
American Pickers. Yeah. I'm thinking of like cable shows, but obviously Netflix nowadays.
Yeah, Family Guy I think would work well.
Yes.
With that, what's the 90 Day Fiance? I think would be something funny.
Ooh, I don't know.
You don't think so?
You got to follow that though.
Really?
You do.
I guess if you've already watched it,
right?
Storage Wars.
Had Storage Wars and House Hunters.
Oh yeah. Flip it or whatever. Flip This House or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Property Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Is that our show?
That's our show.
All right. I think we'll see you next week. We'll have another snake draft for you. More stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
All right. Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.